Okay, so task 10 is guess the secret number. So really, our first kind of mini game. And so we're going to guess a number, and then we're going to keep asking the person to guess until they get it. And then print congratulations, you guessed it after the loop. And we're going to put a couple of extensions onto this as well that we'll talk about. So first of all, let's open up our program. Okay, so for the purpose of this, we're going to make a secret number. So let's say secret equals 7. Okay, so what we're going to keep doing now is guessing a number until we get it, and then we'll just stop, and then we're going to add in some extensions to this mini game. So let's go guess equals input, enter a guess. Okay, now because we're testing it against an integer, we're going to have to turn our input into an integer using casting. So guess equals int guess. So this takes guess and converts it to an integer, and then we could say if guess is equal to the secret, print you win, else print you lose. Okay, so similar to what we've done before, but let's make sure we run and test it to see if it is working. So we're going to enter a number. Let's try 7. Okay, you win. Let's run it again. Something that's not 7. Okay, you lose. So we now want to make this program loop, yeah, until we guess the correct answer. So we're going to say you lose, you lose, you lose, or something like try again, until we get it right, and then stop. So we need to keep prompting them every time, and we need to keep testing them every time, and then decide what to do based on that. So I'm going to say while guess is not equal to secret. Okay. Then I'm going to tab each of these lines of code in one so that it all goes inside this loop, so that this loop keeps running and running and running and running and running and running until we get it correct. We're going to have to do some changes to the program to make it work properly. But yeah, let's run it now and see what happens. Let's run. Okay, now we've got an error message here because we're testing guess, but Python reads this line of code and then this line of code and then gets here and says a wild guess, and it hasn't actually done anything with guess yet. So it's trying to find a variable that has not yet been created. And so this is what this message, guess is not defined. Even though it is defined here, it's not been defined yet because the program has only got to it now, and it's tried to do this test here. So let's go here, and I'm just going to guess equals, and I'm going to set it to something blank. Okay, so we're just making guess, but setting it to be blank. Okay, let's run the program now. Okay, so it looks like we're working now, but let's try the program. So let's enter 2, try again, 1, try again, 6, try again, 7. You win. Okay, now we've stopped. We've stopped because we've won, and that's it. But really, what would be really cool is if you say you win in 5 guesses, or you win in 3 guesses. So let's build that into it. So let's say guesses equals, let's go guesses equals 1. Okay, so guesses equals 1 to begin with. If we have to try again, we're going to say guesses plus equals 1, and we've done plus equals 1, so this just adds 1 to guesses. And now inside here we can say you win, it took you, and then we'll have a comma here, guesses. Okay, so that's kind of a weird line, but let's explore what it says. So it's going to say you won and it took you guesses. Now you'll notice that this is now black text, and we've ended this and we've started this, so this is in black. This is referencing this variable. So let's see what that looks like when we run it now. Okay, enter a guess. 3. Ooh. 3. Try again. 1. 6. And get it correct. 7. You win. It took you 4 guesses. Yeah? And then we stop the program. But let's run it again, and this time we'll just get it right straight away. You took 1 guesses. Now, we can do something to try and remedy this. So we can say if guesses is equal to 1, yeah, let's print it took 1 guess. Else you took multiple guesses. So let's run this again. Let's test it. Let's get it right straight away. You took 1 guess. Play again. Enter a guess. 4, 3, 2, 8, 9, 7. You took 6 guesses. Okay, let's say that we want to do something really cool, and we want to set the secret to a random number. Now, I'm going to talk you through what's happening here. We're going to import a module called random. Now, this is a module that's not part of Python by default. We have to import it, and we're going to say secret equals a random dot rand int between, let's say, 0 and 10. Okay, now this is really nice because now we don't know what it is, so let's try and guess what that random number was. Okay, enter a guess. Let's go 4, 5. Try again. 4. Try again. 6. 3. 7. 2. 8. 1. 9. 0. Oh, it was 0. So anything between 0 and 10, it would pick a random number. And as you can see, it took a lot of guesses. Now, one extra thing is, instead of just saying try again, we could we could do something like say if guess is greater than secret, you could print them some sort of helpful message. So print lower. So if we've guessed above the secret, we want to go lower. Else print higher. Okay, so we're starting to build up quite a big program here, but let's try again and see. So this time, if I enter 5, okay, we've got to go lower, so we know which direction to go. Let's go 3. Try again. Let's go lower. 1, 2, 0 again. Okay, by chance it was 0 again. Let's just test one more time to see if it's actually selecting. Let's go 5, lower. Is it 0? Nope. 1. Okay, took me 3 guesses, and it gave me some nice information about which way to go with my guesses. And of course, you guys might want to do something like this. Okay, and you guys can have some fun with that.